Hello, and welcome to episode
9
of Road to Distraction.
Hey.
This week we're joined by special guests Scott and James, who should be seated there and there.
Well, that's special. We've been guests for 3 weeks now.
That's how special they are.
Yes.
Next week we'll have Stanley.
Yeah.
Yes, he'd be sat in the middle.
Yeah.
Gagged and bound, but he'd be...
He'd be in the boot.
So anyway, once again we're on our fortnightly trip to Abergavenny.
Benny.
In this beautiful weather.
Yeah, in this gorgeous weather.
Yeah, it's supposed to be summer, and it's more like monsoon weather. It's absolutely ridiculous out here. I think the world has forgotten what summer is.
It can only turn summer 3 days ago. And...
Yeah.
No, I think you might got that wrong, James. We only have 3 days of summer every year.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's it, yeah.
Oh dear God, it's insane.
And as Brits, we should be used to it, but we always moan about it.
I know.
Our 3 days of summer are in spring.
In November. Yeah.
We did last year, didn't we?
Well, yeah, we had a late one, October, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's absolutely mental. For all you people in warmer climes, you know, like anywhere that isn't this country, because, you know, we get bad rain. Scotland gets really bad rain. England, well, it's just flat and full of English people, really. You know, that's about it.
Like a lot of English girls.
Yeah, well, a lot of English girls are flat.
And full of English people.
I like it. Oh dear. Now, this week I've decided I was going to research a few things on the internet just to talk about stupid rubbish on the way down and the way back. And one of the first silly things I actually found was apparently somewhere in Russia a cat is running for office.
What?
Seriously? That was the news report. A cat is running for office for one of the second largest city in Russia.
Well, he can probably run it better than camera.
Well, let's be honest, Tin and Corned Beef could probably run it better than Cameron.
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 I've got nothing against Mr. Scratch's chaff.
Can you let him out now?
Yeah.
Don't stop, just let him out, yeah.
Yeah.
Push him out the skyline.
Ejector seat.
Is that the button?
Yeah.
Off he goes. But yeah, I read this and I thought myself, only in Russia. But apparently not. They got the idea because a cat ran for office somewhere in a state in America.
Oh, well. Say no more.
I just really don't. It does make you wonder what they're thinking. And also in America, see how that led on? Do you see how that led on? Apparently there's been a rise in alcohol poisoning in teens in America. Because they've been...
Welcome to our world.
No. I will listen to this. This is great. Because they've been ingesting alcohol-based hand sanitizer, which is 62% ethanol alcohol. Now, it's ethanol, guys out there, it says, but you're not supposed to drink that. No. That's like, you know, that's why it's a hand sanitizer. If it said, ooh, whoopee juice to make you fall down and have a good laugh, it would say, by volume, and have a pretty label on it that said, you know, probably have a witch or a dancing bear or a small parrot carrying a barrel with a gun. You know, something on the cover that would elicit the idea that it's actually drinking alcohol. This just goes to prove to me that some people out there are dumber than cow shit.
Yes.
Right, I mean, let's be honest, I don't really get what's going on with you Americans. If you're that desperate for alcohol, make a fake ID. I'll just say one name. McLovin, okay? It's that simple. The film wasn't great, but, yo, fake ID. It's going to cost you money, but it's going to be cheaper than your life.
Aren't those things like plastic and warnings and stuff?
Yeah.
Yes, they are, but we are talking about American teenagers, which apparently must be so dumb they can't read. If they can't read, it says ethanol, hand sanitizer.
I hope that they tip it down them and it's also flammable, I think.
But apparently, the government has now sent people around schools to actually show them the dangers of actually ingesting hand sanitizer.
Oh, you can make it up, you know.
No, you couldn't. I mean, what is going on?
Essentially, guys, don't eat soap.
Don't eat soap. Don't stick hot pieces of metal in your anus. These are sort of things you should know as a child. Don't set fire to your face.
Is that from personal experience, that?
Yes, there was. Soldering iron sat on it. It really hurt.
Knuckle dusters experience.
That's right, yeah.
But I mean, oh dear God, it'll make you wonder. It really makes you wonder. You think to yourself, honestly, really? Hand sanitizer. I mean, these are things you should know. Don't touch red hot things. Don't drink things that are dangerous for you.
Yeah.
For all the also all the teens in America, don't drink bleach. Toilet cleaner.
Maybe they should.
I think they're doing enough for the hand sanitizer.
So you're going to be here for some time if you're going to list all the hazards that teens in America should avoid.
Oh yeah.
May as well just go local. It's pretty much everything that you tell a normal 4-year-old.
But I mean, the other thing is also, I found something else about in America. It's absolutely brilliant. New Jersey's capital city is running out of toilet paper because the government is arguing about budgets, and they're going to run out by the end of next week. So everyone in New Jersey is either going to wipe their arse with their own hand, or they're going to have to start picking lots of leaves off trees. Do the military one. You get one piece of toilet paper, you put it over your finger so your finger goes through it, you stick your finger up your arse, wipe it around and wipe your finger off. Boom, chuck the toilet paper away. Then of course you've also got to wash your finger, because otherwise you're going to have that stench on it probably for the rest of your days. Can you imagine what that's going to smell like? Probably. I mean, I've seen mole rats.
Unless you wanted to be a real sod to people.
Yeah. Do the mole rats
Nice
thing.
to meet you.
Yeah. Put your hands on chocolate pretzels and then hand them to people. Mole rats. God bless you, Kevin Smith. I absolutely love you. Though Jersey Girls sucked. Sorry, it did. I loved all the other films, but Jersey Girls, man, come on. But away from stupid things that stupid people have done, I've heard DC apparently are planning to do a Justice League film.
Really?
Yep. But the problem being is that, I mean, you don't know what route they're going to take yet.
They can't use Nolan's Batman, it wouldn't work.
No, they did say they'd have to do a reboot film for Batman and a reboot film for the Superman, because they do not want... is it Kevin Singer doing the new Superman? I think it is, isn't it? But apparently he says he doesn't want his Superman look and idea used in the Justice League film. So they'd have to reboot Batman, reboot Superman, and for God's sake, they'd have to reboot the Green Lantern.
Can't wait for Wonder Woman.
What about the rest of the Justice League?
But apparently, they don't know if they're just going to suddenly do a Justice League film where they're all there, or whether they're going to do lots of little films and then suddenly they'll turn up in the Justice League.
Avengers.
Yeah, like the Avengers. So we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if it's actually ever going to take off or if they're ever going to actually get it done. But apparently they're doing that.
God, I don't even want to know what CGI Martian Manhunt is going to look like.
Perhaps they won't go for CGI Martian Manhunter.
No.
I've also seen the newest, it's not a 10-second teaser, but it's a proper trailer for Dread. Now, I've been looking at the photographs. Yeah, looking at the photographs of the past few months, and I think to myself, I don't know, the helmet still looks a little too big from the front.
Yeah.
From the side, it looks fantastic. But the trailer looks absolutely, absolutely awesome. It really does. I didn't swear there, Lee, did you notice?
Yes.
But it looks amazing. I mean, even down to the fact that at one point, Dread's in, he goes, Ma, whatever her name is, it's this woman, she's selling drugs, goes slow-mo. Isn't the law? I am the law. And he fires his gun, it's like multi-shot, this bullet goes out, splits and turns it like about 20 different, like, small missiles and blows up everywhere.
He said, I am the law the same way.
Judge Dredd always says, I am the law.
He doesn't say I am the law the same way as Stallone.
No,
No, he doesn't go, I am the law!
that was brilliant.
Which one was brilliant?
Stallone.
It was cheesy and it was 1995. And don't get me wrong, I mean, Stallone actually fought to keep the comic book look.
Yeah.
And he was smashed down at every opportunity. If it hadn't been for Stallone, the helmet wouldn't have actually been there. He wanted the comic book gun and they wouldn't let him. They wanted something that was big and chunky, because in 1995, big chunky guns were the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the uniform was black because they said, oh yeah, cops wouldn't wear bright green and bright blue, yada yada yada. I suppose they're right, but this isn't. Now it's set in a different place and they've got their own set of rules and what they do. But in the new film, they've actually gone for not the classic Dread armour. This armour was drawn differently by, I can't remember the name of the artist, but a different artist on more than one occasion. And the shoulder pauldrons are like round. It looks more like motorcycle armour.
Yeah.
And I do believe that a guy actually did draw the helmets slightly larger than they were, because it's more like a motorcycle helmet then. But it's got the look, and for all the Dread fans out there, he's not going to remove the helmet, even though everyone knows what Carl Urban looks like. I mean, we've seen him in Doom, we've seen him in Lord of the Rings, we've seen him in Chronicles of Riddick, and he was also, I can't remember, he was in, I'm sure he was he in Mission Impossible? I'm not sure. No, that was the guy who played Hawkeye. I do tell you that was wrong. But he's been in quite a lot of films.
Any other characters in it?
Judge Si's in it, and a few others. I'm not too sure who. But until we actually see more of the trailers or more information from the films, we're not going to know. But it's out in September. September, I do believe, the 22nd. And I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
That's me, I'm like babbling. Anyone else got stuff to talk about?
Yes.
Yeah, Lee?
Yeah. Well, Scott, if you want to go first.
No, I've
you.
got nothing.
Scott's got nothing.
Well, basically, there's this series I've been watching on Discovery on Sunday nights called Finding Bigfoot.
Oh, yes! I saw one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hysterical.
It's amazing how they get excited over like a blurry photo or a video, and they're convinced it's Bigfoot. And on this team, they do have this rational biologist woman who's, is like the level head. But it just amazes me. I've watched every single one of them. And
I saw one, and I was in stitches.
yeah.
I'm fairly certain they were in an episode of South Park.
Yeah, they were, you told me.
BRFO, isn't it?
Yeah, some I have no idea.
But yeah, every week they go to these little wooded towns in America and that. They go to a town hall where everybody puts their hand up and say, yeah, I've seen a Sasquatch.
After 7 jars of moonshine.
Yeah. And then they go there and they see the evidence, like this badly made foot cast of plaster of Paris, this grainy photograph, or this blurry video where Bigfoot just conveniently happens to be on the edge of frame, blurry, and behind like a pile of rocks or behind a tree. And it just amazes me, the enthusiasm of this group, that they take that as gospel and say, yeah, that's definite proof of Bigfoot. And there's a laugh. Check it out, guys. It's on 9 o'clock on the Discovery Channel.
One of the best things they actually did, and the one I saw, only saw one, is the one guy goes, this one, he goes, all right, if we actually stand over where you saw the Bigfoot, I go, yeah. He goes, can you basically, if I actually sort of like put my hand up or hold a stick and say how tall he was?
Yeah.
And the guy who stood there, and this guy actually looks like somebody's taken a small Bigfoot and shaved it.
Yeah, he is.
He stands there and she goes, like here? And he goes, no, and he got the stick in his hands going taller and taller and taller. She goes, oh yeah, that's about where his head was. He goes, that's about 9.5 feet. That's the size of an average male Bigfoot. I thought, how the hell do you know that?
Yes.
We don't exactly have him in a zoo. We don't have, Jones's compendium of Bigfoot heights. We've never seen a Bigfoot.
The history of Sasquatch.
The history of Sasquatch, part 2. I mean, it's hysterical. Oh, yes, it's an average size Bigfoot. It's obviously like an infantile one because it's only 7.5 foot tall. It'll make me laugh. I mean, and they make the Ghost Hunters International look really serious. And they were starting to get a bit ropey in the last series I watched. I've watched them now and again. The one is, and they had this little pram they said they could hear it tap in a wall. So they moved it into frame. Conveniently, one part of it's just out of frame. And suddenly it rolls forward and suddenly pulls forward, which somebody was just out of shot, moving it with their hand. It's getting to the state where Paranormal Activity 1, 2, 3, and is it 4 now?
I don't know, I've lost track after 1.
Paranormal Activity 27. It's starting to look actually more believable than these like paranormal guys on TV. It's a bit worrying that.
Yeah.
Dear.
I mean, it's great that people do have open minds about the realms of possibility and that, but when, after all this time and all this money has been pumped into the field, like Ghost Hunters and all that kind of stuff and this Bigfoot program, that there's no convincing evidence, and why they just have them say, okay, we'll do something else now then.
Yeah, I spent 40 years of my life looking for Bigfoot. All I found is a plastic cast of a badly made
Bigfoot.
like foot,
Yeah.
and I found some fur in a tree, which I'm convinced is Bigfoot, but the DNA guy says it's squirrel.
Yeah. But it's Bigfoot, damn it.
I know it's Bigfoot.
It was like in the end of one of the episodes I saw, and they say they picked up a seat signature in the field, and it was, as according to, what's his name, Bobo, one of the big ones.
Bobo, that's the
hype
guy, the Sasquatch, the shaved.
Yeah.
He's looking for his home.
And yeah, pick up this verbal in this field, and this one guy, the leader, walks out to the field, and then this thing runs off. But at no point, he's carrying a camera. At no point do they cut away to his camera view, and that's like, yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
He's got a video camera.
Is it because that the person in the field isn't a Sasquatch and is in fact?
It's a bloke in a duffel coat
Yeah.
with a flask. Heat signature is his cocoa. Yeah. He's just had a glass, warmed him right up enough, and he's a little bit cold, so that's why he's got the fur coat on, and he's obviously wearing the Sasquatch mask. Because he loves Sasquatch so much, he wishes he was one.
Yeah, and fair play. If there's something up there that is 8 to 9 feet tall, wouldn't somebody have found it by now in the woods? Particularly with aerial mapping and photography and all that.
Considering there's supposed to be several of them.
Yeah, all over like mid-America and stuff. So
I think they're just going.
The scary thing,
Legend does.
and this is really scary, there is more unmapped area in America than there is in the whole of Africa. And that's a large vast land. I mean, there are large areas of woodland that have never really been mapped, and they are really, 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 really dense. So there could be something living out there. For all you people, I don't really want to spoil your belief that you believe there's a 9-foot creature running around that looks like the missing link between man and ape.
Same people who believe there's a large sea monster along there.
Or there's an invisible man in the sky controlling everything. Yes. As House once said, if you could reason with religious people, there'd be no religious people.
They finally proved the chupacabra exists.
Yeah, it's a bloke with a big syringe and
Because they found new
Some
species of
Mexican-
dog that you...
yeah,
yes, there is some sort of large dog-like creature.
a dog with
There's obviously a wedding going on because there's a girl up with the most perfect
Totally
backside walking away in a little white dress. I don't know what the front of her looks like, but she was absolutely stunning, ladies and gentlemen. When she turns up at the wedding, she's going to look beautiful.
if a little wet.
Yeah, it is yet again, like we said.
So she's wearing white as well.
Yeah. Oh, it'll go see-through. God bless you, sweet dad.
Remember when the royal wedding happened and nearly every news story was about the bride's sister's aunt?
Yeah, Pippa.
She is rather beautiful. She's actually, I mean, the guy who actually married the guy who actually married William, the girl who actually married William. Sorry for the royals out there. Is rather pretty. She is quite a stunning woman. But I hate to tell you this, your sister is much more pretty. Yes, you just some guy beeping his car on some girl with a rather tight pair of jeans on. Yeah, his sister is absolutely stunning. It's bollocking down, and I've got a blazer and a sweatshirt on. I'm dressed for the rain, guys.
Oh god, what
Same
was
here.
it I read yesterday? It was, if you beep your car horn a second after the light goes green, I'm going to lie on the front of my car and read bedtime stories.
Yeah, people do get rather annoying when they do that. The light turns green, you cross and somebody beeps their car on. The best one I did actually was in Merthyr, and I went to the park area above it where all the shops are, and there's like a little zebra crossing, and I'm halfway the zebra crossing and a car just cuts across in front of me. So I kicked it and shouted very loudly, "It's a zebra crossing, you prat!" Except in much worse language. Strangely enough, the guy did not stop. I think it's because there was a screaming lunatic kicking his car. I'd love for him to got out, it'd have been quite hysterical. Did you kick my car? Did you cut up in front of me while I'm actually on a zebra crossing? Let's get a policeman and see who's in the wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. They might make you pay for any scratches I put on your car as it went past. But I guarantee you the fine and the you get is going to be much more than I have to pay out. You sad individual. I hate people who do that. You're on a zebra crossing and they just cut in front of you. That crossing's there for a reason, guys, alright? It's there for our safety, not because you think it's a pretty colour to drive across.
Try telling that to French people.
Oh, I know. French, Italian.
When I was in France, in Normandy,
Oh.
when did the documentary.
Oh, yes, you did. Yes, lovely documentary, guys.
We probably should have made that quite exact.
Yeah.
When I was in Normandy,
Yes, well, I was in Normandy.
Storming the beaches
Yes, indeed.
with my Lee Enfield rifle,
Ah, lovely little guns here. 303s.
followed by
Wonderful.
my piper Bill Millen, who was playing the bagpipes. Crazy as hell he was. We had kind of some Jerry.
Indeed.
And I gutted them all with my bayonet, and then proudly laid the cross there.
They weren't soldiers, they were just in a house.
Yes, but I thought, you're affiliated with the Hun, you're going to die.
Yes.
Anyway, where was I?
Zebra crossing?
Yes.
Normandy.
Yeah, booked the crossover from the hotel, and it was a zebra crossing. Crossing over, and this French woman in this car just carried straight up. For bloody hell. I've only been in France for like 5 minutes, and I've nearly died.
That's like I almost got killed when I was walking to work yesterday morning. So yesterday, so it's Thursday morning, gentlemen and ladies out there, for the 3 people who are watching us today.
5 for the
5!
recent episode.
Hey! Oh God, that's gonna get picked up on the camera. I look up the road, there's a yellow van coming towards me, no indicator, so I go to step out. I take a step out, he zips around the corner doing light speed. And basically misses me by about a foot. Yet again, like I said the other week in one of the little videos, indicators do not pump oil to the frickin' ashtray.
Yeah.
They give everyone, pedestrians and cars, an idea where you're going. After that little rant,
We've reached Abergavenny.
and it's end of part 1. Ladies and gentlefolks, and for all you dogs and sheep watching out there, meh, woof.
What?
Welcome back. And before we drive off, Scott's going to do the gingerbread man impersonation. Scott!
hold on, I'm readjusting my...
No readjustment. Gingerbread man. Gingerbread man. Gingerbread man. Gingerbread
It's in
man.
the Shrek film, isn't it? When he's...
Yes, from the Shrek film. Gingerbread.
In the first film, when they've got him on the baking tray and they've taken his legs off and they ask him where all the people are, and he says, "Do you know Muffin Man?
Oh my god.
The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man!"
So we thought we'd let you see some of, obviously, Scott's highly talented Muffin Man impersonations. Sorry, Gingerbread Man. Muffin Man is what he does on the weekend.
I'll have you know today happens to be a Saturday, Paul.
Oh, sorry. Oh, damn, it's Saturday today! You sure that's not good, is it? I don't know, I just only can't. There we are. I'm fine.
Okay, off we go, folks.
Okay, whoa! Lee's desperately trying to make me catch his goddamn camera again.
And
Yeah.
everyone died. That's the end road instruction.
Hey, we're all dead.
That's probably how the series is going to end.
Sweet, sweet relief.
No, we're all dying!
It'll be like Cloverfield. Camera will be all over the place.
Yeah. Well, I was going to go that way, but I ain't going to bother now.
Go this
Big
way.
giant monster.
I'm going to go a long way around.
You never know.
Right, folks, let's continue
Awful
from where we left off.
okay.
Paul's going to have some interesting topics to discuss. Flies on cake, Specsavers, and...
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Deathbed.
We tried. No, the death beer wasn't there. Again, I'm so disappointed,
If I see
people.
the death bear when we go sometime, I'm going to put it down.
Don't blame me. Get it. His mangy, fur-ridden neck. That's the way you love. Step off the pavement into oncoming traffic. Always the way to make sure you're healthy.
Yeah, it's been very busy down in Abergavenny today, folks.
Yeah.
A lot more so than usual, and there
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be any reason why.
You would have thought with the rain it would discourage people.
Yeah.
I tell one thing. Awful lot of bloody English people down there. This is Wales, I'll have you know. You need a passport to get here. Right?
Racism.
Damn right it is. They've done it to us for long enough. It's my turn now. We had a little walk around Abergavenny. Very, very busy. Very, very nice little afternoon. Went into Waterstones again because my son seems to live in it. And so does Scott.
At least I read my books.
I read comics. I decided
Come on, move, damn you!
And we went into a coffee shop. And I was looking at all the nice little cakes and I thought, shall I have a cake? And I thought, yes, right up to the moment I saw this fly crawling all over them. And then I thought to myself,
That's not a reason.
not so much. Yeah, that's not a reason. Raisins don't move and clean their feet. And and shit while they eat. So I thought to myself, maybe not. Because we have no idea how long that fly's been in there. and how many bits of food it had crawled over. So I say to the people behind the counter, you might want to take the carrot cake out of the cupboard. And she goes, why? Because there's a fly crawling over it. So she takes that out with an order of food, which the guy amazingly didn't hear me say latte, and then doesn't bring me my coffee. So then I go and complain about it. He doesn't charge me for it because he can't remember if he did or not, because he didn't give me a receipt. So you can see how the incompetence is building here. Now, not long then after, when we had our food, which we bought in sealed bags, because we're smart like that, guys, because I like my food fly-free.
Fly-free.
I prefer my food not flying either.
Yes, and me. Then when we looked over towards the cake counter again, I don't know if they'd had a new carrot cake, because it suspiciously looked exactly the same size. But it was back in the cabinet.
Maybe they just dusted it down or something.
Yeah, give it a bit of a wipe with a toilet wipe, the J's fluid and stuff.
Put it in the grill for a couple of seconds.
It was fine, yeah. And I thought myself, ew. So from now on, when I go to this coffee shop, and I don't know if I should shame and name them or not.
But it was a Roman emperor.
Yeah, it was a Roman emperor's name. And it's got a blue logo with the Roman emperor's name on there. The Roman emperor's name rhymes with hero. And zero. Here we are. And basically, I don't think I'd ever buy anything from that shop again that wasn't sealed. I just really sort of put me off ordering some because I was looking at the cakes and they looked really nice.
Yeah, I mean, I used to get a cake from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really nice cakes, but not today, folks.
Not today. We decided we didn't want any invertebrates or insects.
It would be my luck as well. I thought, I haven't had carrot cake for a while.
Ew. They also had a pot full of pebbles with some sticks in there, like branches, with fake birds, like bright red and purple, on them. I'm not sure what that was about.
A Union flag.
Yeah, a Union flag. We're in Wales. I've discovered the word oxymoron is actually an oxymoron. Yep, look that one up if you want. Translated from the original word, which was in Greek, into English, it means sharp, dull. Well, that's an oxymoron. Isn't that rather unique?
Also, if you look up the definition of irony, it's ironic.
There we are. The definition of irony is ironic. I reckon some people just make up words for fun.
It says is ironic,
No.
or the actual definition is ironic?
The actual definition of irony is ironic.
Right.
That's fantastic. I'm loving it.
The use of words expressing something other than their literal intention.
There we are. And on to Specsavers.
Specsavers.
I've been with them for years and I've never had any really big problems. Small problems now and again. Maybe they might not have the one lens quite right, so they regrind it and I get it back in a few days. Now, I'm getting older and therefore my eyes are getting a bit knackered. I've always had long distance lenses since I was 11. Now, suddenly recently, because I used to solder, which doesn't do your eyes any good, I need them for close-up work. So I decided to go for varifocals. 159 quid these lenses cost. I think they made a unicorn. And, because apparently, you have normal lenses that are ground for varifocals, and they're about 50 odd quid. And then you have the premium ones, which are 159. They all go in the same machine. You press a button, tell it to grind it, and it grinds it. Why it suddenly costs over 100 quid more, I've no idea, but it does. But anyway, done it the first time. Long distance wasn't quite right. I looked down to read. I had to do a lassie impersonation, do like this, to get my eyes to work right to read, and then this one was still blurred. They said, oh, that's not right, we'll have to send you for another eye test. So, a week later then, another eye test. Go in, have my eyes tested, they do another set of glasses then, which takes 10 days because it was a bank holiday. I go over, and they're still wrong. The long distance ones, yet again, make everything seem a little fuzzy. And the close-up ones, I still have to do the lassie trick. You know, like a retard on a circus ride.
Welcome to episode 1 of Rant to Distraction.
Damn right!
Yeah.
I'm having a good rant today and I'm damn well enjoying it. So, they go, you must be one of those rare people that can't actually get used to varifocals. I went, okay, no problem. I'll just have long distance lenses and actually because I paid so much for the lenses, I'd like a refund on part of it. I'll have like the reactions lenses put, turn dark in sunlight. Great. I'll wait yet again over a week. Turned up, put them on. They got them wrong. Everything in the distance was not in focus. Actually, stuff that I should have been able to see that was even closer was not in focus. The woman goes to me, there's a note on your paper that goes, the optician, the chief optician, I think that's the guy who wears like a headdress,
Like glasses.
smokes a peace pipe, said, could I try them for 2 weeks? And I said no, because waiting for 10 minutes was making my head ache. And basically, you shouldn't have to wear your glasses to get used to them. I mean, I went to a cheap shop, picked up a pair of reading glasses. I could not read at a certain distance. Stuck them on. I didn't have to get used to the lenses. I put them on, I can see, because the lens corrects the fault in your eyesight. Any optician that tells you you have to get used to the lens is talking poo. Right? So put them on, I refused. I've now got to go for another eye test. Because obviously, my eyes are changing at such a rapid rate that obviously the lenses aren't keeping up with me. If they don't get written right this time, I'm going to just buy bottle tops and glue into my face.
You're becoming Cyclops.
I must be.
I wonder if they're just trying to trick you into the chair again to give you a laser eye surgery.
Do you know what? A friend of mine had laser eye surgery and she said it was the best thing she ever did. She had her eyes tested then about a week or so later and she had better than 20/20 vision and she'd never had eyesight that good. And it was worth the money. So if I could get the money, I'd probably do that. Or I might go back to contact lenses because I'm sick of this rubbish. Rant over. Okay.
Right, okay.
Sorry, guys.
Right, what's next on the list then, Paul?
Okay,
Anything, fun and...
Yeah. I've actually found a really stupid report. Yet another one. That Hungary has banned homeless people. Not quite sure how that works, but they've turned around and said that, if they turn around and find some poor person hasn't got enough money to live in a house or pay bills, they're living under a bridge, freezing to death, wrapped up in paper and in a cardboard box or some small nook and cranny just trying to survive. And you've got to feel sorry for some of these people because some of them, not all of them are drunks, not all of them are addicts. I mean, some of them, they've just fell on hard times and they've got nowhere else to go. And they've turned around and said, the first offence would be a warning. Right. After that, you would either be fined, and the equivalent in our money, because I can't remember this, was £382. This person is homeless. If they had £382, I don't think they'd be sleeping in a cardboard box under a bridge. They'd be staying somewhere warm for maybe, I don't know if you can hire places cheaper in Hungary, for maybe a night or a couple of nights or whatever. So they wouldn't have to die of hypothermia. It's either that or you go to jail. Now, either way, you got a roof over your head. But I just reckon it's their way of getting people off the streets. The place doesn't look untidy. It's really weird. It's really strange indeed. It's a bit stupid.
How, with the fine,
Yeah?
how are they, say the person doesn't pay the fine, how are they ever going to find that person again?
I know, I was wondering that. I wonder if they actually just tag him like the cows with the label for the year. Yeah, we'll find him again. Just let him into the wild. Go.
Trackers moving on to see how they work.
Yeah, it's great.
Lives on Under the Bridge Road.
To see if there's a homeless hive somewhere.
There's 34 of them in a bunch. Get the stun guns.
Ocean scanners from Alien.
Like in Aliens. And basically they'd have these guys, little tranquilizer guns like you see in all the wildlife programs, and they'd go, and they'll all be going.
And then they become the tranquilizer.
Yeah.
They're not bookies.
Yeah, they are. Exactly. But it's quite weird. I mean, you do sort of wonder, these sort of things go off in your head, wondering, would they tranquilise them and sort of like drag them off in a net, in a little cage, and you'd all see them like little battery hens in the back of a van going, I don't know where I am, but it's better than being under a bridge.
It's like the fox hunters.
The thing is, if they send them to jail and they've got a roof, they're going to have to provide food, bed sheets, clothes.
But their streets will be tidy.
You're going to think if more people just won't be going out onto the streets?
Yeah,
It'd be cheaper.
probably would be.
That's nearly all the prison would be full of homeless people. They don't even know each other.
Yeah.
That's true, that's very true.
Prison full of homeless people.
I also read there's a girl apparently, she's 17, and for like, I don't know, 14, 15 years of her life, all she ate and lived on, nothing else but chicken nuggets. I have to apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Lee's camera's having a heart attack today.
Jeez.
It makes you wonder what that girl's family were thinking of. Anyway.
Stabbing them all to death.
Yeah, probably was her mum
He
or
just
dad.
sat there in the kitchen every day, like, eat your chicken nuggets, man.
She didn't look ginger.
You think you're going with all that makeup on?
He sits there in a
Yes.
rocking chair in their kitchen with a shotgun.
Yeah.
He's like, what you cooking?
Chicken nugget, baby.
It's just chicken nuggets.
Yeah, baby, chicken nuggets. They're not chicken nuggets. I'm gonna shoot your bitch ass. I'm sorry, lover. I'm sorry. You baby, I don't wear this makeup just for fun. Do I look like I'm laughing?
What did she drink?
You know what? I got these
I
scars.
don't know. Yeah, do you know where I got these scars? Some kid come up to me with a and cut me with a plastic lid. I will actually block out the word flurry. All right?
Came up to me in a flurry.
In a flurry. It was snowing.
Yeah.
My teeth are deformed.
Well, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? It really makes you wonder what parents are doing these days. It's quite scary.
Why would the girl refuse?
Oh, look, there's another boy whose trousers don't fit his ass. Might be a girl. Who knows? Gabe Waster.
I know.
Pull your trousers up.
It just looks like he pooped.
They always look like poop. And like I said, I mean, if they knew what it meant, the lower the trousers were, when you were in American prison, the more available you were for bum sex with other prisoners.
I think we should send them to an American prison.
No, there's no.
Yes. Trousers were way down on his crotch.
They call him the Big Mac.
They call him the Big Mac, yeah, because he likes a cheesy stick. Yeah, that's right, man.
Oh, I'm gonna have to.
Outfit used to be yellow and white, then the blood came.
Yeah. Damn right.
Well, I did have
I heard
something
you
to add, but
Carry on. No, it's still got a minute. Carry on.
I've forgotten what it was. Yeah.
Come on, Lee. Come on, Lee.
God.
Come on. Yeah, I got every faith in you. Is it on this post-it note?
No,
No, it isn't. That was my rubbish.
it
I was
was
thinking.
film related.
Film related? Okay, was it new film, old film, medium film? Is it a small film that you find in a box somewhere?
No.
Could you get it on a particular site which you can actually watch lots of TV and movies while streamed to your PC?
No.
How many vowels does it have? Is it an A in it?
Is it a book
Oh, stuff it.
or a film
Stuff it. Yeah.
or is it a
I'm going to tell
documentary?
you. No, we're not going to tell you. I'm going to.
Do you
No.
think
You have
that
to wait till next.
all his prison mates
Damn right. We can't mention.
can mention him?
Oh dear. I'm sorry, Lee. We made Lee forget about his filmy thing.
Yeah. I have to wait till the next episode. Episode
Was
10.
it Deep Throat 2? This time it's personal.
I've got that one.
I mean,
Load slot 7.
there is actually a film called Thor, a Triple X parody. Seriously,
There's an
I found it on. I wasn't looking for it. I was looking for Marvel stuff, and
Yeah,
it came.
yeah,
It did honestly. It came up on Google, and I thought, "This is what
There's an Avengers porn parody. They go,
is there?
yeah, and their outfits are amazing.
They're going to be better than ours. Let's put it that way." And we haven't got any naked women in it. No naked men either, by the way. All right.
I thought you meant there's no
I
naked.
just slowly looked up that. I was just like,
I thought you meant no naked women in the Thor when I was just
No.
Loki
Yes,
and Thor
yeah,
or something.
yeah. Loki and Thor, getting it on, baby.
and beta rate.
Well, we naturally say Thor, Loki, and Loki.
they're Norse pantheon.
Loki and Odin, because they're not actually copyrighted
Just
names,
get a
they're
guy-
the names of gods.
Yes.
From
I have a guy in there wearing a
I was going to say
horse
Greek
mask,
because I was going to be stupid. Like, you know, Odin, he's a Greek guy.
may contain minor equestrian.
Oh, dear God.
No,
But
beta ray bill.
we've actually put Lee off by talking out some stupidity towards the end.
Yeah.
And he can't remember his film.
No, you'll have to
Sex with them.
tune in
Sorry,
for episode
guys.
10 now, and
you know that
I'll try
story?
and remember it.
But on the upside, my Iron Man costume's coming on lovely.
Yep.
I've almost finished his helmet, and that's not perverse.
It is.
It is perverse. It's a big round red helmet.
It's shiny.
It's not. Well, not at the moment. It's not. No.
Next, the
Well,
crotch
it will be
panel.
once you finish polishing it.
They're gonna polish
Oh,
Iron Man's
for
helmet.
God's sake.
You
I
walked
gotta
right
blow,
into that one.
You got to blow on it to dry it.
Anyway,
Oh God, what have we become?
we start at gutter level and we work our way down towards the magma people. Okay, that is the end of episode
9.
9. Oh my God, I lost the thumb. Oh no, still there.
You
Road
lost
to
the top of your
distraction.
head as well.
Oh yeah, woo! I haven't got the top of the head. I lost that in a small pencil sharpening accident.
Yeah, industrial-sized pencil sharpener.
These eyebrows are actually fake. They CGI. Lee put them in.
Yeah.
The beard isn't real.
On, like women.
Yeah, the beard isn't real either. That's CGI'd in by Lee. Matter of fact, I'm not here. I'm actually a CGI creation by Lee.
Yeah.
Tattooed.
And so is Scott. And obviously you never ever see James, so James is just a voiceover.
I'm like the ghost. I'm like Slimer.
Those hands you see put through every now and then, if you notice, whenever Jim's hands come through, my hands can't be seen.
Yeah. but it doesn't really matter because me, Scott, and James are all CGI. Lee is actually in the car on his own. That's CGI as well.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful because, I mean, you want to hire Lee, Lee is brilliant. I mean, I'm not real.
Neither is this car. We don't even go anywhere. We just sit in the street.
He's sat in his house.
Yeah.
Behind green screen. And
The thing is, all of the voices are provided by Lee as well.
it's amazing. The mixing is
I
phenomenal.
know, just so multi-talented. It's not true. ILM, I'm
He's
available.
not even filming. He just projects his thoughts onto YouTube.
That's right. It's amazing. He's like the Galacticus of Abertillery, but without the silly hat.
Thank
Or
you.
being a cloud-like being, which was a real cop-out in the Fantastic Four film.
Yeah.
I was waiting to see Galacticus, and instead of like this huge Galacticus, he looks poncy in his purpley pink outfit anyway, you know what I mean? I don't give a who he is.
The Parallax in Green Lantern.
Yeah, did the same thing with Parallax and Green Lantern.
Yeah, don't even go with the Green Lantern film, alright? Don't go there.
What do you mean? I have it.
Have you?
Yeah.
The only thing I liked with the Green Lantern film was the ring. The ring was stunning, it was
I've got
beautiful. You got the ring?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to buy one of them. How much it cost you?
Not a lot, it was like £12.
Yeah, get one of those, folks. My next prop acquisition, I think. Anyway, right, this is the end of Road to Distraction 9. And we will see all you folks out there in filmy, movie, cinema, YouTube land.
Next time it's episode 10.
It is episode 10. And we will see you...
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Nits.
Of the death thing.
Can I actually finish this?
Yeah.
Right, that's the end
The
of
longest
episode 9.
episode ever.
This is the end of episode 9!
9!
Which is like 666 if you look at it in a mirror upside down. And we'll see you on the next one.
I could call it
Bye
one now.
bye. CGI hands. Bye. And here we go.
2468.
And what's she staring at? Sorry, we've just been stared at by a really, really old woman who've obviously been around for a really long time.
It's got a walker and she doesn't need it.
Of course she doesn't need it. What she needs is a wooden box. No!
Bloody hell.
The first outtake of the week.
Yeah, we all put on it, I don't think. La, 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 la. Look, I got a script.
Yeah, and I go.
Okay, and 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
and... Sorry, I thought
the screen.
I'll turn the screen.
Screen. Right.